Homer wrote the Odyssey approximately 2,800 years ago. The story of a Greek warrior named Odysseus trying to sail home after the Trojan War, a 10-year journey across the Mediterranean, encountering monsters, gods, and impossible dangers at every turn. For centuries, historians dismissed it as pure mythology. Then archaeologists and geographers began identifying the real locations behind every episode. The monsters were real. The dangers were real. The places were real. Homer was not writing fiction. He was writing the most terrifying sailing guide in history. The Trojan War ended. Odysseus and his men set sail for home, the island of Ithaca in western Greece. The journey should have taken weeks. It took 10 years. Because Odysseus had blinded the Cyclops Polyphemus, son of the god Poseidon. And Poseidon spent 10 years making sure Odysseus never arrived home. The Cyclops, a one-eyed giant who trapped Odysseus and his men in his cave and began eating them one by one. Odysseus blinded him with a sharpened stake. The Cyclops' island is now believed to be Sicily, or one of the volcanic Aeolian Islands north of Sicily, where the ancient Greeks genuinely feared to sail because of volcanic activity, lava flows entering the sea, and the specific geological features that ancient sailors interpreted as the home of monsters. The sirens, creatures whose irresistibly beautiful song drove sailors to steer their ships onto the rocks and drown. Odysseus had his men plug their ears with wax and lash him to the mast so he could hear the sirens without being able to respond. The sirens' rocks are identified with specific rocky outcrops in the waters between Sicily and mainland Italy. Waters genuinely dangerous to ancient navigation, where currents and rocks claimed real ships and real crews, and where the sound of wind through the rock formations created an eerie singing sound that ancient sailors genuinely reported. Scylla and Charybdis, a six-headed monster on one side of a narrow strait and a massive whirlpool on the other, forcing every passing ship to choose which danger to face. You cannot pass between them without losing something. Odysseus chose Scylla, losing 6 men to her 6 heads, rather than risk the entire ship to Charybdis. The Strait of Messina between Sicily and mainland Italy is the location, one of the most genuinely dangerous passages in the ancient Mediterranean, with powerful currents, unpredictable whirlpools, and rocky shores that destroyed real ships for centuries. Ancient sailors genuinely called it the choice between certain death on one side and probable death on the other. The land of the dead, where Odysseus descended to speak with the ghosts of dead heroes, including the prophet Tiresias, who told him how to get home. The entrance to the underworld is placed by Homer near a specific cape in southern Italy, Cap Miseno near Naples, beside the volcanic Campi Flegrei region, where volcanic gases rise from the ground. Sulfurous vents create the smell of death, and the ground itself is geothermally active in ways that ancient people interpreted as the boundary between the living world and the world of the dead. The Odyssey is 2,800 years old. Every monster in it was a real danger that real sailors faced in real waters. Every magical island was a real place that real navigators charted and feared. Homer was not writing mythology. He was writing the Mediterranean,